Welcome to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy and I'm so grateful if you clicked on today. Thank you for being here. So today we are going to be doing the topic, why are people grateful for you? So this is kind of the inverse of last week's video. Why do people dislike you? It is a little late, I feel like we just celebrated, the American holiday Thanksgiving, for those of you that do celebrate. I don't really celebrate the holiday history particularly. I just get with my family and have turkey, that's kind of my deal. So I hope that you had a wonderful time. If you did celebrate, I hope you got some good eating. But yes, let's go ahead and jump into a more positive title question. Why are people grateful? So we have three options to choose from today. We shuffled all of these cards. So pile one, you shuffled illusion. Things aren't what they seem. Don't let anything cloud your view. Okay. Option number two, you shuffled eternal love. It is meant to be. Love yourself. Show your love to others. All right, and finally, pile number three, you shuffled craft. Put in the effort and work on it. You will see results. All right, so I'm still doing personal readings. So if you would like to book a personal with me, I would love to get that done. And just keep in mind, these are general collective readings. So if something isn't resonating, it's not completely specific to you and your situation, get in touch with me. Let's go ahead and do a personal reading instead. Remember, these are for a collective, a general public. So whatever comes through, we're kind of generalizing the energy all together. So I hope that the messages resonate. I will see you at your pile. Bye. Welcome, pile number ones. You chose illusion. Things aren't what they seem. Don't let anything cloud your view. All right. What do people love about you? Why are they grateful for you? Okay. People are grateful for you because you actually question things. You are kind of that energy that is, I feel like it's kind of like a slow burn, but it's like over time you are gathering information and kind of making decisions on your own what is right, what is wrong, okay? And I was strongly hearing with this pile, I was listening to Girl in the Bubble from the new Wicked movie, and while I was doing my nails, and this pile with the mirror and the pinks and even the blues, it's kind of like a mixture of the color scheme that she tends to have. We even pulled this energy here that has that similar color scheme, and she's looking in the mirror just like in that song where she's looking in the mirror and she's questioning things. And I feel like it's interesting because she goes on her own journey of having to remove the wool from her eyes, and so it's kind of a slow burn. She gathers the information very slowly over time and doesn't make impulsive decisions, but even though she's not making that impulsive decision, by the end you can kind of see the reevaluation and making different decisions than before. And so I feel like people are grateful for you, because even if it doesn't seem like you are going through change, or you are learning and growing and healing and moving along, like you're doing it on your own timeline, people are grateful that you are somebody that questions what is going on around them, okay? Like you are somebody that recognizes illusions, whether or not people maybe underestimate you, because I do feel like people underestimate you. There are people probably in your energy field that are looking at you and thinking that you're not growing, you are not questioning anything. But I feel like these are people that are very grateful for you, that actually know you, are actually, close to you, and they recognize that you are growing, okay? That you're not letting things cloud your view. I'm going to keep going back to that Glenda energy because I just feel ambition as well. I feel a very, very strong ambition that's coming through. And it's almost like people are grateful because you're not letting anything stop you. Okay, I think you're a go-getter. I think that you have big dreams, big goals. I think people are grateful because they see the planning that you're doing. They see, I don't know, I feel like these are people behind the scenes that are seeing you working, seeing you healing, growing, planning. And they really just appreciate that. I think while you are very beautiful, I will say, I think there's something here with your hair, with your style that people are grateful for, is like your beauty and your style, as well as your creativity. There's something here where they love your fire. They really love the fire energy within you. It's like I'm getting watery energy, but then there's like fire. So I don't know, maybe water, sun, fire, moon kind of energy. But I very much am getting ambition, and wanting more than what the current reality is, okay? Wanting more for not only yourself, but others. There is an energy here where people are very grateful for the joy that you bring. I'm hearing smile, like you have a really beautiful smile, and it really lights up the people that you spend time with. Is like your smile, your laughter, your joy. There is something coming through about your innocence as well, your childlike nature. It's so interesting because it's like, as ambitious as you might be, there is still definitely this warmth and innocence, and it's like you're not just all work, it's like there's a good balance of like play and like love, not only for yourself, this self-ambition, this love for yourself, but I feel like people feel your love, they feel your warmth, and they just really are grateful for this love. They're grateful for the warmth that you provide. It's like we live in such a cold world, you know. I think that your smile, your joy, your laughter, it really helps light people up, whether or not you know this. But yes, that innocence as well, where it's almost like it's giving me, you know, girl in the bubble. Once again, I'm just kind of seeing this energy of, you know, Glinda as a little girl, you know, and that's so interesting because we even have this imagery here where she's holding the wand and the bubble at the top, which is in the childhood memory that Glinda has. She has a wand with a bubble on the top, right? And so it's just giving me like, you are very connected to your inner child. Like that innocence is still there, that wishing for more, that dream like energy. You know, I have big dreams and goals and ambitions for myself, and I'm doing it for my inner child. You know, I'm doing it for this inner me that wanted all of these things, that now I can actually go forth and take action. It's like people just are very grateful for the fact that, like, you haven't given up hope is really a big one. You haven't given up hope, and it's like maybe people think you're naive or innocent for being so hopeful and continuing to work on your dreams and your goals. But I just feel like it just shows the kind of person that you are. Like, you do not give up. That's why people are grateful for you. You do not give up. I think that you are a planner with this Three of Wands. I keep coming back to this planning energy. It's like, what's the plan? What's the goal? What are we doing? Like, let's take action here. Like, go-getter energy. I'm also hearing this song from Hair, the musical. Let the sun shine, the sun shining. Yeah, let the sun shine. Like, I don't know, I just feel like you have a very positive energy, a positive impact on people. Like, you come into people's lives with light, fire, but also love, like this warmth, this combination, like I said, water, fire, energy, where it's like people feel very loved and safe with you, but at the same time, you are bringing in the fire, bringing in, you know, action, and maybe even a little competition, healthy competition. It's just like you are, like, I'm seeing somebody taking a bite of an apple. Like, you will take the bite of the apple. It's like you're not just gonna let this apple sit there and rot. I don't know, there's something about kind of grabbing life by the you know what. So yeah, there's something about like your decision making. People are very grateful for the decisions that you've made. I don't know if maybe in the past as well they've seen you at different versions of yourself. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking of like Glinda again, like early Glinda days, where it's almost like she's a little bit insufferable, you know, kind of like just so self-centered, so selfish, and like maybe people have kind of seen you evolve and grow past that because of the decisions that you've made. Like, where it's like, and maybe that's also why people assume that you could still be that same way, that you haven't grown, or, you know, but it's the decisions that you have made. People are grateful for the decisions that you've made. People feel like the decisions that you make come from a place of love and innocence, and they are grateful for that. We also have the Hierophant in reverse, and I just feel like, you know, you're breaking free from, I feel like, traditions, or like what family might have presented before you, of like, this is how we operate, this is what we do, this is how we live. I think that you are kind of breaking the mold. People are grateful that you're kind of unique, non-traditional. You're doing things at your own pace, your own speed. You are not really going by the book, or going by like this really strict standard of, you know, the way things were supposed to be done. It's like you are breaking free from this. I feel like people are mostly grateful for the changes you've gone through. Like, they see it, they recognize it, they know that it wasn't easy to maybe go through different ego deaths and to really come into this energy of like self-acceptance. Like, this is who I've been, this is who I want to be. How do I, bridge the gap there from who I've been to who I want to become? There's levels of just acceptance that you have when it comes to other people and their journeys as well. Like I said, you have such a loving warmth to you, and people feel accepted by you. And I feel like it also comes from that place of self-acceptance. Is like, you recognize a lot of your shadow traits, you recognize how you might have been in the dark in the past, you made different decisions, you moved past that, you accepted things for what they were instead of like living in denial. And I think that that's like, I know I keep coming back to Wicked. I'm so sorry, especially if you haven't seen it yet. I'll have to put like a little tag in the timestamps that there's gonna be a little bit of spoilers. So just, I'm so sorry if you haven't seen it yet, but people are just grateful for like that Glinda-esque, I am in the system, but I've decided to change the system from the inside out. It's like, it's so interesting where it's almost like people thought you were going along with it. Like you were fine with the way things were. And then all of a sudden there's just like this revolutionary change, decision-making, power through your non-conformity, power through your non-traditional approach, you finding power through that and doing it, once again, doing it all from a place of love for yourself and others. Absolutely lovely, pile one. Absolutely lovely. This energy, I could eat this energy up. This is delicious. I think you're on path. I think people are grateful for the positive impact. Like, I know I'm repeating a little bit here, but I'm also getting an energy of Moana. Okay, so this girl here in the imagery is like, just reminds me so much of Moana. The beautiful skin, the dark curly hair, the colors even that she's wearing. So Moana energy, where it's like people think that you're going along with this tradition, and it's like, yeah, like, I'm happy here on our island, and I'm happy with just doing what we've always done. And then boom, all of a sudden you're like, JK, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to do things differently because I feel called to, and because my inner child craves this, and because I'm doing it from places of love for my family, for myself. I'm feeling a grandmother energy as well. So you could definitely have a strong connection to a grandmother that is very grateful. I'm feeling, I'm getting goosebumps, and the tear ducts are being pulled, where it's like this grandmother energy is coming through to be like, I am so grateful for your growth, and I'm so grateful for the decisions you've made for yourself. I'm so proud of you. So just a little side note that really came through so strong. Like, I couldn't even, the goosebumps. Okay. All right. This is not that kind of reading, Grandma. Okay, I love you. Thank you. Why are people grateful for you? Okay. But it's almost like that planning energy once again. It's like I'm just seeing Moana in my head. Like, let's get the boat. Let's get the things. Like, we're planning this. Like, we're going. We're doing it. So, really fantastic energy. Wow. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, people are grateful that you are not so fixed. People are grateful that you're not a fixed energy. Like, you are in a flow. It's like, think of water. Water flows. Think of fire. Fire burns and is kind of a little bit chaotic and crazy. And you think of earth, and earth is so solid and fixed and unmovable at times. And it's like people are grateful that you are not stuck. Okay, like people are grateful that you're not in this earth energy. They love your watery, fiery energy. I think people are grateful that you recognize that you might need to work on financial stability. That's just a weird note that's coming through, you know, is just like some of you kind of struggle with stability. You know, you struggle with maybe specifically financial stability. That it's not going to be for everybody, but you know, it's like weird. It's coming through as what people are grateful for. Is like, I think you're recognizing that this is what's lacking. You know, it's like we went through all the wonderful, sunshiny, happy, go lucky, positive energy, and this energy is hidden as well. And so it's like I was talking about earlier, I think that you are willing to look in the mirror at your faults, at your flaws. And I think for some of you here, you really maybe struggle with money. And so maybe that's what you're focused on with this Three of Wands, is like, that's what you're planning. That's what you're trying to work towards. That's that ambition, is like, I need to make a solid, you know, income, or I need to have solid income coming in to provide for myself and others, you know, whatever your situation is. So it's weird. It's like people are grateful that you are humble, that you will admit your faults, that you are accepting of your shadow as well. But I really feel like it's mostly that main first message, where it's like people love that you are going with the flow, that you are like fire and water, and that earth can stay the same, and that you do not stay the same. You found power in change, power in the fact that you can take action and make different decisions, that you don't have to follow the script that's laid out for you. You don't have to be this Hierophant the way that Hierophants are expected to be, you know, I don't know. So that's really what I'm getting. What are you doing, Icarus? Stop playing, be in trouble. No. He likes to chew on wires. And that is a big fucking no-no. Why are you restless? Okay, sorry, he's distracting me. So I'm trying to decide if we should pull maybe one last energy or call it a day. Why are people grateful for my pile ones? Trust. They can trust you. They can trust you. That's such a big deal. Pile one. People are grateful that they can trust you because they know that you function from a place of love. I think you are somebody that is really hard on yourself about like what is right, what is wrong to you personally. And so it's like you really make decisions based on just pure love and what's best for everybody involved. And it's like people can trust you. Awareness at the bottom, I'm telling you. And it's a levels of self-awareness. People trust you because they're like, okay, this person can pardon me. This person can humble themselves enough to admit when they are wrong, to admit when something is not right, when something needs to change. Beautiful. I love your energy, pile ones. I really, really hope you stick around so this energy stays on the channel. I'm so proud of you as well. If you don't hear that enough, you need to, because you deserve a lot of flowers, okay? You could have stayed the same. You could have refused to change. You could have refused to go into this acceptance and awareness and just completely been stubborn and unloving and selfish, and you have decided against all of that. And I'm so, so proud of you. That is not an easy feat, is to choose love when it's easier maybe to choose just selfishness, or to choose maybe tradition and acceptance from a church or like a institution or, you know, even family. It's just easier to just go along with what everybody expects. And you are, I really feel like a lot of you here are like the curse breaker, the generational curse breaker. And that's a heavy feat. It's a heavy title to bear, but you are doing it with such beauty and grace and love, and I'm proud of you. All right. So I hope this message resonated for you, Pile 1. I really hope this was helpful to you in some way. I hope it really stroked your ego a little bit. Okay, I love you so much, Pile 1. Thanks for being here. If you liked it, give me a like, comment. I would love to hear from my Pile 1s, my little Glinda Moanas. And until next time, guys, love, light, protection, blessings. Bye. Welcome, pile number 2s. You chose eternal love. It is meant to be. Love yourself, show your love to others. Why are people grateful for you? Is that you show people how to love themselves because of example, through example. You love yourself so fiercely. I really feel a protective energy. I feel a strong, like a very strong, fierce energy. But I'm also getting somebody that is like a retired lover girl, lover boy, lover they, them. You know, you definitely like used to lay down in the street, I think is the kind of energy I'm getting. Like you were willing to lay down on the railroad tracks, you know, for love kind of energy. You would do anything. And I feel like you have grown so fiercely in your self-love that you are unwilling to do those kinds of things anymore. Like you have become so strong and independent, but also like there's still that loving energy within, but it's almost like you are going to choose yourself every time. Like if a situation puts you into a place where you are supposed to be suffering or upset or uncomfortable, I think that you remove yourself from those situations and you show people that this is what you're supposed to do in these situations. Is you leave, you walk away, you do not allow your boundaries to be crossed. And to me, boundaries are a representation of love. You know, this is what makes me comfortable. This is what makes me feel safe. And if you step beyond my boundaries and begin to make me feel unloved, unsafe, you know, all the things, that's not love. You know, you should want to know what makes me feel safe and protected and loved. And so, you know, that's why I think it's such a red flag when people, you know, don't have boundaries or don't believe in boundaries or this or that, because they are basically saying that, you know, I'm okay to make you uncomfortable, I'm okay to make myself uncomfortable, and there's no love there. You see what that's what I'm trying to say. It's like love equates to boundaries, and in my personal opinion and experience. So I think that's why people are grateful for you, is because you exhibit this love, this boundary, this ability to walk away from what no longer serves you and to say enough is enough. There's the Five of Pentacles here. It is in reverse, and to me, people are grateful for you because you refuse to self-abandon. I think that other people maybe try and have, they've left you in energies where you felt cold, you felt left out, you felt abandoned. And I think that you, with this being reversed, you have gotten free from that energy and you have refused to self-abandon. You've refused to allow yourself to feel left out in the cold. Like, I am still here for you, self. I still love you and care for you. I show up for you every day. And like I said, you are setting an example for others. Like, I think that very insecure people that really lack a lot of confidence, they look up to you. They really do. And I think that they think about what you would do in their position, when they're making choices and decisions. They really question, what would pile 2 do if they were in my position, if they were dealing with the shit I was dealing with, would they put up with this? Would they even deal with this? And it really makes people question their standards, their boundaries, their choices. And it's beautiful because I think you awaken the sense of protection in people. Like, people realize, oh, I need to protect myself. I need to take better care of myself. I need to let go. There's people that I think hold on so tightly to situations or people, places, whatever, where they say that this is from love. I'm holding on because of love. But I think that you show them by letting go. Ultimately, that shows that you choose yourself, you choose your own happiness, and I don't need to hold on to something that is hurting me because that's not love. Pain isn't love. Boundaries, keeping each other safe. I just heard conflict resolution. Okay, so people could be grateful for your conflict resolution. Yes, we have the Page of Swords here. I think that you are a decent communicator. I don't want to say expert, okay? Sorry, pile 2. I don't want to say expert because you're coming through as the Page, okay? So it's like, you know how to get your point across. You know how to say things. You still have a lot of room to grow, I think, because I do think you might come across a bit cold sometimes, just a little bit cold. But like I said, it's because you love yourself so fiercely. It's like, I'm not dealing with any BS. I think you've dealt with it in the past. I really strongly get like retired lover person where it's like you just put your heart on your sleeve and let people drag that heart through the mud until finally you were like, enough is enough, and you picked your heart up, cleaned it off, protected it, took care of it, right? But I think that you communicate very well. It's like people are grateful for your communication. They're grateful for your boundaries. They're grateful for your self-love, your ability to not self-abandon. They're grateful for your self-acceptance. It's like, I think people really deal with a lot of self-hatred around you, and they just see you accepting yourself the way you are, no matter what is what I'm getting. Yeah, no matter what version of yourself, what state you're in, it's like you embrace yourself lovingly. You accept it. Yeah, we've got so much hidden energy, and I'm so sorry, pile 2, but to me that's giving like, people do not tell you enough that they're grateful for you. I do feel like people are a little bit scared of you because they feel that tough, fierce energy. They feel it, they do. And so they're a little bit hesitant to tell you things that you might not need to hear. Like, they kind of feel like it's kind of a given. I don't know. So I do feel like people need to say it more to you. Like you might not know that things are being said also behind closed doors, where people are discussing certain things maybe that they're grateful for behind closed doors. So that could also be the reason why we've got so much covered. Yeah, look at that Page of Cups, your heart. You know, you have such a sweet heart, and it's almost like you have to get there. You're not just going to give your heart away right at the beginning. You know, you are not the person that wears your heart on your sleeve anymore. I think you might have been in the past, but not anymore. And it's like you force people to work for it. You have to work for access to me and to my heart and to my innocence. You know, the fact that this was, you know, hidden, it really shows that you don't just let anybody in. People are grateful for that, that you have standards, you have boundaries, that you don't just let anybody pick your heart up and run wild with it. I'm hearing that. I don't know why I just started saying this in my head. It's not even from anything. It's just like, but it's like, it's strict around here. Like, it is strict around here. But I love it. I love it. It's discipline. It's boundaries. It's love. Okay. And yeah, Page of Cups energy. There's a childlike nature to you, but it's like not everybody has access to that. Not everybody gets to laugh and see your silly side. Not everybody gets love and silliness from you, okay? It's like you have to earn it. You make people work for it. You could be young if you chose this pile though. Mid-20s, maybe even late 20s, I don't know, but it's like you still have a bit of like immaturity here that's coming through, or like it's like youthful. It's coming through more youthful. I shouldn't say immature, I'm sorry. But it's like youthful energy. So it's like people are grateful for that youthful energy of like, we still have a long way to go. We still have a long way, you know, and that's why it's so important for us to protect ourselves so that we can think about the long term. We can think about the long haul. The High Priestess, wow. You keep to yourself, don't you? You like your alone time. I know that. The High Priestess, yes, people are grateful for your intuition. I think that people trust your judgment a lot too. So people might come to you and be like, what do you think about so-and-so? And like you will tell them straight up, oh, I liked this, and this about them, but I did not like this, and this about them. Like, you really like read people. I think people are grateful for your ability to read people and that you have this strong intuition. People also are grateful for elements of like witchiness. I think that some of you here might even indulge in some kind of magic or witchcraft or, you know, whatever it might be. And there's an element of witchiness here that is coming through. And it's hidden. Once again, it's hidden. So it's like people don't always get to see this side of you, this High Priestess. They don't get to see the fun, like silly, loving side of you, but they also don't get to see this really wise, spiritual, like wise person within. Like it's like these are parts of you that people don't always have access to. Yeah. People are grateful that you're kind of exclusive. Ooh, that's what I'm getting. You're a little bit exclusive, VIP, you know? You're not afraid to walk away, letting go. Why are people grateful? People are also grateful that I think that you don't get stuck on little conflicts or like stupid things. Like I really feel like you know how to handle conflict resolution. Like you will let things go, you know, you will let bygones be bygones. You can forgive and let go. So it's not just letting go of other people or things that are not serving you. It's like also letting go of like, you know, I get that you were in a bad mood that day and you just, you know, you were having a shit day and you might have said something to me that hurt my feelings, but it's like, I can let it go. You know, I can let it go. So So people are appreciative of that. It's like you're very grounded, very level-headed, just very stable. I don't know. I really feel like there's such a stability here. Yeah, acceptance. Like, you accept people for who they are, but at the same time, you will walk away from people that you've accepted are shitty people. You know, it's like, oh, I accept that you're that way, but it doesn't mean I have to accept it in my life. Love. You could have messages in pile 1, definitely. Like, there's themes of, I do this from love, but there's also a lot of themes of like innocence. They also pulled this acceptance card in pile 1, so you could have messages there. But yeah, it's like you are not coming from a place of trying to push people away or be cold. You know, I think that your love is expressed a little differently than pile 1, where you express it through predictability, stability. You exhibit love through boundaries and, you know, true emotional safety. Also, yeah, like access being revoked or privilege, like it's a privilege or it's something that can be revoked, you know. Like, it's like your love language is just boundaries and respect. You know, like, that's your love language. People are also grateful because there are some things that are just very unspoken. It's like people don't need to ask if you love them, because it's like you show it through the ways that you allow access and you let people in and you talk to them a certain way that expresses vulnerability. So it's like just through your actions, just through your presence being in people's lives, it's so unspoken. The love is like unspoken, you know, and it's like people feel it. They feel your love very strongly. Bottom of the deck energy. All right, we do have contentment. Contentment, yeah. People are grateful that it doesn't, like, it's so interesting that this pile's coming across as strict, right? But it really is such a bare minimum requirement, is like respect and boundaries. You know, it's like such a bare minimum for relationships to be healthy. And I don't know, people are just grateful that it's like you're not even asking for a lot, okay? Like, you are very content with just freaking bare minimum here of like respect and boundaries, you know. Like, don't disrespect me, don't cross my boundaries, don't put me in uncomfortable, you know, situations where I feel unsafe or unloved. You know, it's like, it's so easy kind of energy. Like, I think that for the most part, people actually understand that you have pretty low standards for like, okay, like for activities. It's like I'm seeing like somebody who's really kind of down for whatever. It's like, oh, you want to get high and like go catch some like Pokemon on Pokemon Go? Like, it's like, let's do it. Like, I don't know, there's an energy of like, do you want to like go get tacos? Like, there's a flexibility here as well. It's like you're not just one thing. You're not just stern and, you know, tight and you know, you're not just strict. That's not all there is to you. That's just kind of like the bare minimum requirement to be in your energy. But then, like I was saying earlier, I will say there's energies of immaturity where it's like you still like to have fun, you still like to do stupid stuff, you know, you are content with Like, let's say, okay, I'm seeing an energy of like your friend just got an apartment and they don't have any furniture, they don't have anything, but it's like you are content to go hang out with them and celebrate with them, even if they just have 2 folding chairs in their living room. You know, you are not somebody who's bougie. That's what I'm getting. You're not somebody who's like expecting a shit ton from other people. Like, you will accept people and meet them for, you know, where they're at. You'll meet people where they're at, but it really just comes down to respect and boundaries. You know, it's like, that is the bare minimum. Why is that such a crazy thing to ask for, you know, in a relationship? Like, otherwise I'm cool. Otherwise I'm content. I don't need to be like catered to hand and feet. Like, that's not what I'm asking for. It's like, I'm not asking for you to be my, you know, sub, like to be my butler. Like, I'm not asking that, but I'm just asking for the bare minimum so that we can at least have contentment between the two of us. Interesting. That was a really interesting message. I didn't know what it was going to be, that contentment here. So we also have, bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. All right, Knight of Wands. Like I'm telling you, people see you as strong. People see you as very fierce and strong. It's like, as loving as you are with yourself and others, it's just fierce. Like, people feel protected by your love. I really love your energy. It's very cozy, but it's also like, I know that you would stand up for me. You would fight for me. I know that you would protect me, because we have that relationship of love, boundaries, and respect. So yeah. But Knight of Wands, people are grateful as well for, let's see here, what is this? Your ability to set goals. So this is giving me a little bit more pile 1 again. Your ability to set goals based on what sparks your interest, sparks your creativity. What are you passionate about? People are grateful for your passion. There's a lot of elements of fire and air in the center. Well, honestly, I'm getting all 4 elements, really. There's such a beautiful balance of like water, air, you know, that earth, that stability, that energy of like, I can predict and rely on you. But at the same time, we have this beautiful energy of fire at the bottom, where it's, I think this fire kind of surprises people sometimes. They're like, whoa, I thought you were kind of like just earthy and boring, and maybe even like, maybe people see your air side where it's like they just think you're cold, and then boom, this fiery nature comes out and they're like, oh, I didn't know you were so passionate, I didn't know you were so creative. So it's like a good surprise. It's like the bottom of the deck. People don't really see that until they really have that full access and get to see who you really are. This is lovely energy, pile 2. Pile 2s. What is the last message here? Why are people grateful? Hope. Hope. I think that just by you kind of setting that standard, it gives people hope, because they're like, people are evolving. People are expecting more from each other. We're not just in this energy of chaos and disrespect and hatred for each other. It's like, I think you give people hope for humanity in a weird way. It's like they meet you and they're like, okay, there are actually cool people out there. Like, there are good people out there. There are, you know, people that demand respect, you know, and demand that we show love through boundaries. I know I've reiterated that message quite a few times, but it's just so strong. We also have gratitude at the bottom. So I found that interesting, just in a reading of why are people grateful for you. they're grateful that you're grateful. They're grateful that you have gratitude, that you appreciate others, that, like I said, you accept people for who they are. And then I think you really are grateful for the people that you, like you still let in, the people that are close to you. Like you are so grateful for your support system, and you've developed it in such a healthy way that it's like, you know that you can trust them. You know that they've got your back. So very cool. That's all I'm getting, pile number 2. This was really interesting. Very witchy as well, my witchy pile. Okay, so I love you so much. Thanks for being here. I hope it resonated. If it did, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you feel called. Till next time, guys, I'm sending you all the best love, light, protection, blessings. Bye. Yeah. My kitty. She's so pretty, she's so pretty. My kitty. She's so pretty, she's so pretty. Oh my God. Welcome, pile number 3s. You chose craft. Put in the effort and work on it. You will see results. So we've got a lot of hidden energies, as you could see. So one thing I will say is you are very underappreciated. Okay, you do not get told enough that people are grateful for you. People definitely need to say it a lot more. And I feel like I told pile 2 this as well. It's like these things could be happening behind closed doors, conversations being had where people are like, oh, I'm so glad pile number 3 was here for me during this, and pile 3 helped me with this. You know, I'm so grateful for them just being my friend, this or that. You know, it's like these things could be being said behind closed doors. I do think at this time, okay, it's so interesting how this is coming through this reading, because it's almost like I think Spirit wants me to give you confirmation this is your pile. I'm really getting a strong like breakup energy. So I don't know what you might be going through. I was hearing divorce as well, separation. So I feel strongly for a lot of you here. You're going through some kind of hard breakup. Getting a call, hold on. All right, so sorry about that, pile number 3s, but I'm not sure exactly where I left off, but like I was saying, underappreciated. People don't tell you enough. I feel like there's a breakup. I feel like there's a separation. For some of you, if it's not like a romantic separation, it could be you separating yourself from family. I don't know what, you know, cutting off maybe certain people and family. I am also hearing like legal battles where it's like kids maybe being taken away or custody being taken away. So there's a lot of different scenarios that are coming through. This is a general reading, so you have to forgive me, but it's just kind of comes out. It all jumps out, and I just have to kind of let you know what is going on here. That's what I'm getting, is the energy, and that could be why people are not telling you at this time, I'm so grateful for you, because they know that you need some time alone. Okay, it's like I feel like you're kind of in this weird energy right now where you're not exactly yourself. That's really what I'm getting. It's like you're going through something really tough right now that is putting you in an energy of like disappointment, dissatisfaction, and so you're not exactly yourself right now. And so I do think there's concern, there's a little bit of worry coming from your loved ones, but I'm glad you're here because I really think you deserve to hear this stuff. I think you deserve to know that people really love and appreciate you, even if you're not yourself right now. Even if you might not be doing every single thing that you usually do, it's like, it's okay. People still are so grateful and love you. So yeah, let's get back into it. So why are people grateful for you? They're grateful for your hardworking nature. Sorry, it's just coming through as like a conflict because I feel like at this time with this Knight of Pentacles, you're taking a break. Like a lot of you here are kind of relaxing, not pushing yourself so hard. You're trying to recharge, spend time alone. And I think you're working on a project. I think that you've been maybe putting your heart or mind focused onto some kind of project here where you you want to see results. Like it's like that's kind of what's keeping you together right now, is like spending time alone, focusing on this project. So people are grateful that you are very talented as well. I feel like you could be like good at different crafts. Like you could actually be good at I'm hearing DJing, you could be good at singing, you could be good at visual arts, you could be good at, I really am getting strongly like jewelry making as well. Like you have good taste. You could be like somebody who helps like a stylist. There we go. You could, there's just different crafts that you have over the years like worked on, and you've actually gotten results for these crafts. So people are grateful for the fact that you are willing to put in the time, the effort, the energy to see results, to actually get good at these things that you are wanting to. It's like you're very practical when it comes to just like slowly over time, let's gain these skills, let's gain this knowledge, and after a few years, boom, you know what you're doing. And so people are grateful that you know what you're doing. You work incredibly hard. With the sun here, people see you as a ray of sunshine. And it's hurting my heart because I feel like you're going through something where it's like you just might not be feeling yourself, but people want you to know that they remember so many times when you've made them smile, when you've made them laugh, when you've made them experience joy and childlike happiness. It's like I'm literally grinning. And I'm also feeling like my tear ducts, kind of pulling where I want to cry. And it's like people are so grateful for those memories. Like the fun times that you've had with people, just celebrating, laughing, I'm even getting like just texting, like just fucking texting and making jokes. It's like people, like you have no idea the amount of people that you've made smile. Like I really think you have no idea. And it like makes me want to cry because it's like people really hate to see you in an energy of like you not being yourself. Like they are hurting with you. Like people are hurting with you. I feel like I'm hurting with you right now. Whatever you're experiencing, I really hope that you take care of yourself, okay? And you give yourself a lot of patience because that's what these people want to. With this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like people recognize that at this time you're not focused on work, okay? Like you're just not. Like your mind might be elsewhere. I'm even getting grief. Like some of you might be experiencing grief at this time, and it's really just kind of taken you out of your personality, and grief does that, and it will crack you open, but just take what resonates. It just feels heavily like a separation, but it could really just be any kind of, separation is such a vague experience or word. It can embody so many different separations. So Like, that's what I'm seeing, like separation from kids, separation from, you know, maybe somebody passing, you know, separation of just romantic sense. Somebody dumped you, or, you know, so somebody divorced you. But whatever it is, it's like people are grateful that you are taking a break. People are grateful that you're putting the work down. Okay, you're being more relaxed. You're allowing yourself, I think, to spend more time in your emotions than your logic. You know, I think there's a part of you that like might logically just want to distract yourself with some kind of like new project or craft. But people are grateful that you are taking time out for yourself right now. Yeah, we have feelings, you know, so it's like people are grateful that you are allowing your feelings to be felt. People are grateful that you are spending time, you know, in this darkness. This is a dark, dark blue. It feels like this person is in the depths, and it's like people want you to spend that time and to heal and to, you know, process what you're experiencing. I'm hearing a loss is a loss. So I don't know why that's coming through. Like, a loss is a loss, and it's like you have to experience that loss. Like, you can't just deny it or work through it, or, you know, logically logically compartmentalize, or, you know, logically kind of tell yourself this or that to get through it. It's just not how it works. So let's go ahead and see what we got. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah. People recognize that you're taking a break, but they're grateful that it's like a lot of these people that know you, they know the kind of person that you are just internally. And even if you are having a really hard time, they really truly believe and are grateful that you will pick yourself back up. Like, you will not stay stuck. You do not stay in your darkness, I don't think either. You might allow yourself to be there when it's needed, but I think that you do not stay trapped, you know, like in this net. You do not allow yourself to stay put in this like timeout energy. It's like you will return back to who you usually are, and people are very hopeful for that. But it's almost like gratitude for like your resilience, gratitude that you are so strong. Let's keep going. Knight of Cups. Yeah, you've got a huge heart. You've got a huge heart. People have felt so loved by you and so like joyful. Like, I feel like you've seriously made so many people happy, and you might not even know it. Like, this hidden energy of like, I do kind of get the same energy with pile 2, where it's like people do have to kind of earn that love. You're not just going to be giving it out to everybody, or, you know, it's a hidden energy. It's like people are grateful that when you do love people, it's directly, it's intentionally, and it's also exclusively. Like, it's not just for everybody. I think secretly as well, there's an energy of like, you do focus on love, or focus on making people feel loved. Like, that is a subconscious focus or goal that you always have, is like just making other people feel loved. Like, it's, I don't know if you're even aware of it, but it's like you just really want that. Not everybody, you know, it's not like to an extent where it's like you're overdoing it, but to the people that are in your circle, you definitely want them to feel very loved. Free spirit. Interesting. Yeah, I just feel like people are grateful that you cannot be held down for too long. It's like you might experience something that puts you in a net, that makes you feel trapped or stuck, but at the end of the day, it's like people know who you are. It's like you're very loving, you're very fun, you're a free spirit, you're very talented and crafty, you're a very hard worker as well. And it's like people know that you will not be held down for very long. Like your soul still craves that adventure. It still craves love. It still craves happy, exciting, celebratory moments. Like it just craves it. And it's like, you know, I just feel like people are grateful that you feel so deeply. You feel things so deeply. And it's like you feel every bit of that life has to offer deeply. It's like when you experience joy, it's deep, deep joy, you know, and then when you experience pain, it's deep, deep pain. And it's interesting. Like you really feel so deeply, very sensitive, but it's like you are getting a taste of the human experience of life. Wonderful. Yeah, really wonderful. Magic. Interesting. Wow. People are grateful for the magic that you've added to their life. Like I really just keep wanting to reiterate the fact that people are grateful for you, and they don't tell you enough that they are grateful for you. And it's like you have no idea the value that you add to people's life, the magic that you add to people's life. And I think that's why it's just so painful for your loved ones to see you go through a rough patch, because, you know, you bring such a magic and they feel that magic not around. They feel that sunshine not being around. They feel like it's kind of like somebody with their wings clipped, you know, the fact that this mermaid has wings. I am getting that Mac Miller song Wings, you know, it's like they hate to see your wings clipped, and they're very grateful that, you know, they truly have this hope and belief that like you will always kind of keep going, free spirit, you know, magically roll along, like you will continue forward even when your hands are tied behind your back, or you're, you know, something ends up happening that turns you away from who you are supposed to be. You know, we do have the Four of Cups, and with the imagery here, you know, maybe you're drinking or dealing with this disappointment through escapism, through distraction. But I think that you are trying to feel it. I think that you're spending time alone. You are working to recharge. But yeah, people are grateful that you recognize, you know, you recognize that this is a hard time. You recognize that, I don't know, give me some more spirit actually. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off the top here. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like you're not working on anything. And it's interesting because it's like, I think your norm is to work. And I think you've kind of finally hit that wall of like, I need a fucking break. I need to feel my feelings. I need to process what I'm doing, like with my life, how, like what direction we're going. Like there's some kind of like level of reevaluation and processing change, processing separation. For some of you, this could even be some kind of weird like separation from who you used to be. I don't think that's for everybody. It could be a blended message where it's like you resonate with both, but like you're going through changes. I'm hearing changes by Black Sabbath. Four of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're just like, I'm not going to put any more effort into this. I'm not going to put any more work into this. Not right now. Like right now, I'm hurting. And I think that that's valid. I think that's totally okay. I think that your norm is to work, and it's like, you might not realize that that might have really stifled your feelings for a long time. It's prioritized work over your emotional well-being. Come back to gratitude. Come back to gratitude. Why are people grateful? Why are people grateful? Why are people grateful for my beautiful pile threes? Hope. Yes. I kept saying hope throughout this reading too, where it's like they really hope that you are doing well. They hope you're taking care of yourself. They hope that to see you smiling soon. They hope to just see you be yourself again. Friendship. So a lot of friendships, and that you have built from being such a loving, sunny, fun person. I don't know, like I keep wanting to say, is like you put smiles on so many people's faces. You have no idea. People are just grateful. I'm hearing that song, for the hope that they provide, from Satisfied, from Hamilton. For the hope that they provide. So it's like people are grateful for the hope that you provide. Like, especially to see you go through such a hardship, and then, you know, you see how the rainbow is shining through. It's like after the storm, where when the flowers, you know, grow, when the flowers bloom. After the storm, when the flowers bloom. So you represent hope. You represent getting through hard things. You represent feeling deeply and going through hard changes. And you also represent like allowing yourself to rest when you finally need to. Listening to your body, listening to your, you know, if your mind isn't in the best health or in the best shape, you're not pushing yourself, overexerting, you know, friendship. I think people are very grateful for the friendship that you've provided. People are very grateful for how you make them laugh and how talented you are. The fact that they can say, like, that's my friend. Like, that talented motherfucker is my friend. You know, people are grateful for the love that you've shown them, the compassion. People are just grateful for your resilience as well. So I think that's all I'm getting for you, pile threes. I really am wishing you all the best. I know that you will be, you know, back to another version of yourself. It might not be exactly who everybody's known you to be, and that's totally okay. But I just hope you get to a place of happiness wherever you are. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. If you resonated, you know what to do. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next time. Bye. GG, now. Too many. Too many. Thank you, sir. That's my fault. Welcome to the bonus pile. So if you've never been to the bonus pile before, this is basically where I used to start pulling cards for myself, and I decided to just film it and add it as a bonus pile and see if maybe the collective also needs to hear these messages. So hi, hello, we're here on the same journey. This is our pile. Woo! So pile number 4's, we shuffled the change card. Despite how uncomfortable it can be, change can lead to magical opportunities. Woo! So that's pretty awesome, right? People are grateful for your ability to change, your ability to also kind of be this example of change, and to kind of show people that you don't have to stay the same. You can make different choices every day of your life, kind of thing. You know, life is choices, life is our decisions. I feel like we all have the same 24 hours, and it really just is about how we decide to spend that time. Do we take care of ourselves as well? You know, do we get our rest and fuel ourselves? So, and what prevents us from doing that, right? It's like, what needs to change? What needs to change? So people are grateful for your ability to embrace change, to not see change as a scary thing, but as a regular part of life. You know, there is change all around us constantly. Especially, you know, the tarot has taught me that a lot, is that I could read my cards today and I could come tomorrow because of the reading that I had yesterday and I internalized the messages. Maybe I have a completely different mindset now. Maybe I have a different perspective. You know, we are always evolving and changing. So there's a card that I'm thinking of as well. I don't know what deck it's from. I don't even think I have this deck, but oh man, I just lost it. It's like, freaking lost it. Dude, what? Oh, what is it? See, and that's why I don't think I even have that deck. I think I've heard it from other readings before where it's like, okay, I don't know. I lost it. Oh well, let's keep going, man. Snap. And another thing I did want to mention just with bonus piles is like, this is supposed to be more relaxed, okay? I just did 3 piles professionally. We're just having some fun over here. It's bonus, you know? So if I mess up or whatever, like, it doesn't matter. Maybe with other piles, I would start the reading over if it's really bad, but like if the beginning messages is just like, girl, what are you saying? But let's keep going. So this King of Swords immediately hopped out. So people are grateful for your ability to communicate. People are very grateful for your mind as well. Like, people think that you're very intelligent, that you have a great way of viewing things in a logical way, as well as just like an intellectual way. I don't know how to say that. I am not sounding very intellectual. But, you know, people just appreciate your mind. Like, they appreciate your mind. They appreciate the knowledge that you have, your wisdom, your communication. They feel like you have really worked on those things and you've developed those things over time. You've embraced change. Like, you might not have always been this way. You could have been somebody that really, really struggled to communicate. Oh my God, my throat closing up right as I said that is crazy. Getting some water. Yeah, it's like you could have really struggled to communicate in the past, where it just felt like the words couldn't come out. I definitely struggle with that. I struggle with so much anxiety as well. And the fact that we have this 8 of Swords, where it's like, you know, people are grateful that you've come out of this anxiety. People are grateful that you see the illusion for what it was, that, you know, your anxiety most of the time is lying to you. Your anxiety is, you know, think of the movie Inside Out 2. Like, anxiety is doing everything in its power just in their mind to protect Riley, whereas the reality is a lot of these anxieties are fabricated, are illusions. It's not real. It's not actually what is going on. So people are grateful that you've experienced enough change and healing that you no longer feel very anxious. You no longer are trapped by your own, you know, anxious thoughts and feelings. like you were putting yourself kind of in this restriction because of the level of anxiety that you were experiencing. You know, it was restrictive. It was, I'm hearing self-sabotaging, you know, it kept you very caged and blindfolded as well. Like you're very blind to the truth. So people are grateful that you've kind of entered with the King of Swords as well. To me, that represents truth. It represents honesty, honest, true communication. And I just feel like your mind is so much clearer. I feel like you communicate clearly. You know, I feel like there's levels of overcoming your mind as well, like overcoming the mental, what's the word? Mental restrictions you were struggling with. Then we had the lovely Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. So people are, and it's interesting because what in the reading we just did, what do people dislike about you? This card came out in reverse. So it's like people dislike my codependency, but people are grateful for, you know, the opposite energy of like, they're grateful for your independence. They're grateful for your ability to set boundaries and not be codependent. They're grateful for your ability to like be, there's a competence. It's like people are grateful for your competence. This is so ridiculous. It's like people are grateful for your competence. People, you know, it's like with the King of Swords and now this Nine of Pentacles. It's like they're just grateful that you get it, that you understand, that you're smart enough to kind of, you know what's going on, and like smart enough to change as well. It's like, I think that's kind of what makes the difference between people that like just aren't very smart, and is like they're not very aware, they're not very competent, is like their refusal to change, the refusal to listen, to take their fingers out of their ears and to listen and to embrace change. It's like that's really what, you know, is the difference between, I think, the people that's coming through that are grateful for you and like the people that they just can't stand, right? I hope that made sense. God, I'm out of it, guys. I'm really hungry. This is like I have food ready to eat after this, but I'm just like, I'm pretty wiped. I have to work tonight too, so I'm just like, we're gonna get this video out to you, you know, all the things. So it's just like, yeah, yay competence, right? Yay competence. So yeah, people are just grateful that you are capable, like to the point where you could build something for yourself. You are, yeah, like you're competent, you're capable enough to build your own garden, your own whatever, like, you know, your own YouTube channel, your own, you know, business for some of you here. You're just capable. And it's like people are grateful for that. They're like, wow, like I think it's also something that inspires people, you know, with the dreaming energy. It's like you have these dreams and these goals, and then you slowly, logically worked to make them a reality. You were competent, capable enough, independent enough as well. It's like, I'll do it myself. I can do it on my own. I actually don't need a lot of help. Not to say that you shouldn't get help when you need it, but it's like, that's what people are grateful for, is your independence, is your ability to be very capable on your own. And it's like you push people to realize maybe what they're capable of as well. You know, you expand people's dreaming, you expand people's ability to think what's possible for themselves. With the Tower in reverse, I will say, I think that this took a while. Like I'm kind of getting like late bloomer energy, but it's like people are grateful that even if you might have lived in certain levels of denial of change, like maybe you were kind of resisting change at times, you wanted things to maybe stay the same, you didn't want things to fall apart, you know, I think that you were really just trying to keep things together. But I think once you finally realized how wonderful change can be, how beautiful and powerful change can be, I think you finally let things kind of fall apart, let things crumble. People are very grateful that you came to that realization, that you allowed the tower to finally fall apart. You know, it's like you don't have to hold it together. You don't have to resist that change. Embrace it. And I think that it's just been a powerful example to others as well of like, wow, if I wanted to, I could let things fall apart, even if it's scary, but because it's meant to be. So there's some things that are just meant to fall apart, you know? There are some situations, relationships that are just not supposed to be in our lives. And the more that we cling and hang on and we try to avoid that tower moment, avoid things crumbling, that's us avoiding change. And so I think you finally were like, enough, let's change our mind. You know, I think you really focused on overcoming a lot of your mental obstacles. I'm really proud of you, Pile Force. If you're resonating with this, yes, very proud of you guys. So let's keep going here. I'm trying to see if there's anything left here with the tower that I'm picking up. People are also grateful that it's like you're not somebody who like pushes other people to change, is what I'm getting. Is like you're not kind of, that's not what you're trying to do. It's more so you recognize maybe when things are not meant for people as well. And it's like people kind of you know, they appreciate that you can recognize that like something should change. Yeah. Whatever. I feel like that was a reiteration, but bottom of the deck, we have relaxation. And we also have the Fool. So people are very grateful that you are okay with being the student. Like you're okay with starting over. People are grateful that you have this outlook where you're gonna take your time and you will embark on some kind of journey, right? It's like I see you starting over, like starting new paths. Like you let things fall apart and then you start over. Like people are grateful for your ability to just get through hard shit, to change, and then to just kind of come out of it clean, come out of it fresh, come out of it like with a clean slate and just be like, okay, let's start fresh. What's next? You know, what's the next journey? What's the next adventure? What's the next path here? Like the Fool is such a like adventurous soul, and they truly trust the universe. So people are grateful like that you have this innate trust in the universe, that the universe will like take care of you. You'll be okay. Like for some reason, I think that gives comfort to your loved ones for some reason, because it gives you strength in turn. This trust in the universe that you have, it provides you strength. But yeah, with relaxation, there's also like, I was hearing this song from Oliver and Company. Why should I worry? Why should I care? So that like that energy of like, there's just so much anxiety that you have released. Like you're no longer in this state of panic and worry and self-doubt. You know, I think that you finally have freed yourself from that energy. People are so grateful to see you relax. They're so grateful to see you in a state of peace. And they feel like if you had not allowed a tower moment to happen, you never would have reached this point of relaxation, and also this full energy of like starting fresh, starting over. It is giving me like breakup energy. Like some of you went through a breakup and you know, you're starting fresh, but it's also like you were keeping yourself very caged by trying to prevent this from falling apart, this connection from falling apart. And now you can finally kind of build something on your own, rely on your intellect, your communication, your wisdom, and also just relax. Like I don't know, I just feel like you freed up a lot of space in your life because of change. Because you changed, you allowed things that weren't working to kind of fall away. You made space. What's this final card here? Solitude. People are grateful that you are an introvert. Girl, be for real. People hate introverts. I hate that they hate introverts, because it's like people just want everybody to be social butterflies, you know? It's like not everybody is like that. And so I feel like you also represent like loner energy a bit. You represent independence. 9 of Pentacles and solitude. It's like, I don't feel lonely when I'm by myself. Like I don't feel like I'm lacking when I'm by myself. Like people are grateful that you don't associate solitude with like isolation, or you're not associating this being alone with feeling lonely. You know, that's what I'm getting. It's like you're very powerful on your own. Yeah, there's like no cups. I'm like looking everywhere. I'm like, yeah, there's no water. So we got a lot of, we've got earth, we've got air. Yeah, heavy earth, air energy. Woo, woo, woo. I think, yeah, the Fool is Aries, I believe. Can't remember what the Tower is. I'm gonna be so for real. What's the Tower? I gotta look that up after. Let's get one more. So, I mean, relaxation. Why are people grateful? Oh, that just fell out. Letting go. Yeah. Definitely giving me like I said, breakup, releasing. But see, like, look, like letting go lovingly is what I'm trying to say. I'm like stumbling so bad, but it's like letting go with love. It's like, I lovingly release this. I don't need this. It might feel like a Tower moment emotionally, but it's like, I know that at the end of the day, like, it all comes back to love. It all comes back to love, and it will come back to you. The more you cling on to something that's not for you, the less likely that you're going to find something that is truly, truly meant for you. Like, you will feel that vibration of love when you are in the correct place. Yeah, I just split the deck, dive deep. People are grateful that you dive very deep. You don't just let things be the way that they are. You question everything, you know, kind of energy. Like, I'm just kind of hearing that energy of why is that like that? You know, it's like, let's change this. Like, if a system is not working, why are we doing nothing to change it? So I love that. Of course I do, right? This is my pile. I just split the deck too, and we have the 3 of Cups. So people are grateful that at the same time, there's the cups, right? There's the freaking cups. At the same time, you are a lot of fun. I think that you still love to party and have a good time. Like, you're definitely not just like air, earth all the time. Like, there is that element of like love and fun and celebration. So people are grateful for the fun times. They're grateful for the times when you put your hair down. I really feel like this might not happen all the time. Like, we did have to dig deep, right? Dive deep to get this, but it's like, you are a good friend, I think. And I think you're very loving with those that you care about. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Boom-tastic. I'm gonna end it at that, pile 4s. This is a lot of fun. I feel like pressing the queer eye button.
You being your true self isn't going to offend anybody.
You being your true self isn't going to offend anybody. Yes, like, I think that you used to be very anxious and like afraid to be yourself, and you've really changed a lot of your mindset. A lot of mental work here has been done where it's like, I'm gonna be myself. And I feel like for some of you here, it's like, even if it does offend you, you know, because I love myself. I embrace myself through all phases. So that's what I'm getting. Pile number 4. This was so much fun. Thank you for being here. I hope you resonated. I hope that the messages made sense. And you know, pile 4s, I never know. I usually listen back to them. Obviously, it's my pile, but it's like, oh, we got through it. Can't wait to eat. I love you guys. Sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. And if you feel called, please like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, see y'all.